All right, we're live, back with another multiplayer day as the PC has not shown up yet. Today it's going to be pretty fun. We're going to be playing as Kislev, and many of you guys know about the sled type playstyle along with patriarchs. We're probably not going to be doing that today. Instead, we're going to be focusing mostly on some fun experimental builds, because Kislev is one of those few factions in Warhammer 3 that actually has quite a bit of diversity going on with their faction, and we want to explore that today to see sort of what's going on. You know, maybe some mass cavalry builds. We might go for mass ranged. They're actually very good for that. Maybe maybe even just some horse archer play, although they are a little bit bugged right now, so should be pretty fun. Hello, Diomed. Hello. Let's see. Yeah, Kislev gun line, full cavalry. There you go. You already basically got it. Nice. Can never have too many bears. Indeed, yeah, full bear build. Definitely on the table. I think today, since we're on Arnheim, or maybe not today, but this battle, we're going to kick it off with the sort of gun-heavy play style. So, you know, like 5 Streltsy to start it off. Ice switch with some slows going on, and that's basically it. It's going to be up against Slaanesh, which means that we probably want a bunch of Kossars too. And then I'm pretty happy. Honestly, we don't even need this many Streltsy. We can cut 1 just so that we get more Kossar spam. But yeah, generally the Bane of Slaanesh is having a lot of infantry in general. That'll usually do her in. Let's see. But yeah. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of Streltsy action today, I think. They are amazing. Really nice general purpose tools of the Kislev roster. Unfortunately, we can't take... Oh, wait, yes, we can. Oh, man, Kislev is great for sort of adjusting your build to match... It's very good for adjusting your build to fit units in. Very, very nice. Of course, we always, I think almost every build is going to have 3 snow leopards for quick captures after we pull a lead in value. Probably want a lot of Kossovite dervishers too. Maybe even a little bit more ranged. And I think we're basically good. Now, you may notice I've sort of strayed away from the armored Kossars, and generally I wouldn't really take them very often, except against a faction like, I would probably only take them against, mostly just against, what's it, Zeench probably, because oftentimes the armor doesn't really get put to that much use. That's sort of their main problem. It's just you're paying extra for armor. They lose so much range, so they're much worse at actually protecting their buddies. We definitely wouldn't want to. We definitely want them to. What was I talking about? Armored Kossars. Yeah. We definitely want a lot of range, since that means that gun lines can sort of they'll have better coverage, and generally they perform much better when your units have more range. So I think that's basically it. It's basically everything I needed to go over today. Also, sure, we'll cram in a unit of Ice Guard in there, but yeah, this should be more than enough. Yeah, there we go. Almost perfect spend. Wonderful. Let's lock in. All right, just getting the window open. Oh boy. So, how's it going in chat? So we got people getting hyped about guns and bears. How many losses do I have in my farming streams? Generally 1 loss. I think we're on average 1 loss out of like 7 or 8 games usually. So that's sort of a good metric. Generally, we tend to lose when we meme a little bit too hard. But yeah, I think on the Nurgle one though, we did have a proper loss where Khorne is just a very hard faction to beat, but usually we can get quite a few wins. Yeah, the Vampire Coast main playing Kislev. It's amazing how strong their range play can be when you mass Streltsy. just because your units are holding for such an extremely long amount of time. I'm really hoping that we do run into Khorne today, since I believe a Kislev gun line does beat... I'm pretty sure it beats Khorne. It's a very close match. I tested with one of my clanmates the other day. But it does feel quite possible. I will be favoring also the box formations today. And we're going to be adopting the V formation for our guns. So this is sort of the general idea, right? If any units manage to slip past our front line, it's not going to be through the middle because we have a guy over there. We have a Kossar. And instead, it's probably going to be via the flanks, right? If we see Slaanesh moving in and they end up in this pocket over here, we engage with our cavalry, and the front line is going to look something like this. And you may notice that our two Streltsy over here have almost perfect coverage, right, of that engagement with our cavalry in the back. So we're basically set to have a lot of value with our Streltsy, and they can hang very far back. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, V for victory, I guess. All right. And as soon as my opponent's ready, we can get started. So, for the Slaanesh army, it's looking like, what, we got some demon nets. This is the express reason why I brought this lord over here. She has a wind blast spell, has no armor piercing damage, but it doesn't matter because demon nets will still take insane damage from this spell. So it's generally very good. I will also, let's see, what else do we need to react to? We have Furies. So your cavalry is your general option to deal with Furies. And as long as you can get a good charge, they'll really mess them up. Cavalry's great as a defense there. His lord is on foot. Okay, interesting. And you know what? I'm feeling confident enough where I could probably just get more ranged. Very, very likely. And I'll go with the Ice Guard. I think Ice Guard aren't the most meta unit right now, but they're far from terrible. I can brag. I have the streams to back it up, I guess. It's fun to brag a little bit sometimes, I will say. Feels quite nice. Now, these Kossars over here, sort of the Vampire Coast mentality side of things, we're generally going to be we're just gonna leave them up front and let them get engaged. They are less so for dealing damage, and more so they are here. Oh, we got some cavalry. They're more so here to hold the line for an exceptionally long amount of time. That's what we very much want them to do. Let's see, another unit of cavalry over here, which means I probably want to start spamming out the dervishers. There we go, on the vanguard point, of course. And these guys will be able to stop any cavalry flanks that come on in. I'm playing very aggressively because generally ranged builds will trade better with smaller armies. Things are easier to manage, it's easier to micro. So the faster we get trading, the better. And right off the bat, I'm seeing he has some Furies in the distance. I'm going to turn my Streltsy in preparation to deal with them. These back Streltsy will turn slightly to deal with these Furies because I know they're going to want to come on in. And now we can get the ice sheet down. So that's going to be hurting these Marauders quite a bit. I don't imagine they'll easily be able to make it to my front line. We'll even get a big old wind spell on these guys, just run them off a bit easier. Keeping a close eye behind, as we do have these Seekers of Slaanesh waiting to get in on me. We don't wanna dive in on. We don't wanna really deal with that just yet. Let's see, some Hellstriders are moving on in. These Furies are going to be a bit of a problem. We have more actually coming in from the flank here, but I'm not too worried in general. I think things are looking quite nice for us. We'll summon the cat too for his lord, and then my cavalry can deal with the Furies. Nice. So now that we've sort of thinned the herd a bit, we can start focus firing. I want to dodge that spell most definitely. These Seekers are a bit of a problem. My Ice Guard are having an issue actually firing on them, but overall it's looking quite nice, I would say. Quite nice. Yeah, our left flank is secured. I think we've won it. with more or less just a pretty clean first engagement. My opponent really wasn't able to shut down the Streltsy, and then they murdered everything, as is what you would expect in this build. It's a dandy old time. Let's see, we have a couple more Demonettes coming on in. Nothing a little bit of a Wind Blast won't deal with. These ones we can pull away with our ranged, and then there we go. And this is sort of the big advantage that you have in these types of battles. Geez, we have such a lead right now. But yeah, the big advantage that you have once you've thinned down the tide of units, you can start just pulling away with one unit and firing with the rest. Just classic RTS micro. That's going to be helping us out a lot. Hey, McWriter Phrase. Hello. Yeah, it's really great seeing a lot of people interested in multiplayer, man. Also happy to have you here, Zone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, no, it was sort of a slaughter. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a slaughter. Let's go ahead and focus down his lord. We'll slow her down so that she cannot dodge. And then we just start pushing towards the high ground. So this is why you get the snow leopards. They have infantry capture weight. And as many of you guys know at this point, that means that they can steal these points extremely quickly. Yeah, just a very solid win. I think Kislev is they're one of the factions where you can really make use of good positioning and micro. Yeah. I think generally, if you want like a very high skill cap faction that is less reliant on builds, Kislev is definitely a good choice. But yeah, Zone, I hope you're enjoying your tournament win. I don't even know what you plan to do now that you've won it, right? What do you even do after you found such success? I don't even know. Oh boy, we let ourselves eat a disgustingly huge spell over there. Thankfully, it doesn't really matter at this point, so I'm sort of just chilling, trying to keep up with chat. Chat is blitzing it today. You guys are very active. This is great. Someone asked, Bruce. Nice. What would you change to improve Slaanesh overall? I would massively increase their charge bonus, maybe their damage. Yeah, Slaanesh could use a lot of buffs. But I think they're increasing their charge bonus is probably one of the more thematic ways you can make them more interesting and make them stronger. Because in general, it's sort of they run into problems because their infantry just can't win in a melee fight. Something has to be done to let their infantry win in melee. So huge charge bonus increases, maybe just like way more melee attack in general. I'm not entirely sure, but their flanking ability definitely isn't enough to really hard carry them. Sweet. Hey, that's win number 1. Give it up for win number 1. Awesome. After you win, you go on a book tour. Let's see what else is going on in chat. Did you miss the Cathay wind farming? You did, unfortunately. That was a couple days ago. Very successful wind farming, though, I will say. Very successful. Hey, Lord Catterchan, hello. Oh man, yeah, Ethan, no problem, man. It happens. It happens. When I go for a ranged build, it's either someone's gonna get crushed, right? Either I get crushed or you get crushed. And then and then yeah, then you just figure it out from there. Oh, look at that, we have Cathay. Oh, he's an instant locker. This is gonna be fun. So I'm going to go for a Consultant build. We're going to go for a lot of healing, the vigor boost. We don't need flaming attacks. We don't need this either. And then we're just gonna do some Cathay abuse. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, there we go. There we go. This guy he's not gonna see this coming. So the great thing about Kislev, they are amazing at actually going for a max cavalry type of style. I will take one sled just to act as a chariot. I'll also go for a couple normal Kossars, maybe one Streltsy. Yeah, this feels about right. We don't need magic, it's fine. Yeah, we don't need magic. Yeah, here we go. Now, here's the thing. Here's the great thing. The reason we meme build is that people that ready up instantly generally aren't going to know what they're doing. And so I think we're already pretty advantaged. Nice. Hey, Danielle, hello. Thank you for the good luck. Let's see, what else? Man, chat is so fast. How do you keep up with chat? How do you play a game and read chat at the same time? Is there any, what's it? Oh, is there an overall tier list for factions in multiplayer? Yeah, I can read it out right now. At the top of the list, you have Khorne, followed by Nurgle, Kislev, Zeench, Ogre Kingdoms, Cathay, Slaanesh. I think I got them all right. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I think I got them all. That's it. Oh man. Yeah, we're going full Kislev Tonya today. Yeah, in general, most Cathay players will take a bit too much ranged, and that can be pretty easily abused by a max cavalry style. We even brought Kistalton on on a horse instead of a bear because of the quick deployment, but I think this should be quite fun. There we go. You want to ready up at the start with army building? I'll ready up during the army deployment phase. There you go, that'll show him. Hey, Cetra, hello. What's it? It's Cezetra. Dang it, I always forget. Anyways, welcome. Yeah, who needs magic? Yo, you can't play Kistalton and take magic. That's very true. It just doesn't make sense lore-wise. Lord Catachin saying, you think that's a problem now? You will... What's it? Which problem? Oh, the readable chat? Yeah, if the channel ever truly explodes, that would be insane. I don't know how to talk to 1,000 viewers. Back during the stream when it was only... I love how this guy instantly readies up with his army, can't deploy in under a minute. What a guy. My goodness. Anyways, what, is he just AFK? No, I think he got there. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good deployment. We're seeing a lot of spears, some crane gunners. Oh, geez, he took a lot of ranged. That's gonna be getting punished rather hard today, I would imagine. Rather hard. Yeah, he doesn't even have that many spears. He went for a lot of infantry, but that shall not save you, good sir. And I guess what's the best thing to do here? I guess we spam out dervishes on the flanks. Seems all right. Yeah, let's do that. There we go, dervishes, and then we're just gonna start spilling on and gonna collapse in on this formation, and I think we win it from there. Though this is a pretty high micro situation, so we'll see how much I can keep up with chat. All right. Yeah, but when I was doing the tournament, I had like 300 people at one point, 350-ish, and that was insanely hard to keep up with. Yeah, but I'm sure it comes with practice. Oh, we lost a few dervishes. How dare he? My poor dervishes. Alright, so we're seeing a bit of a formation getting taken up here by our opponent. He's getting ready for the onslaught. We have some crane gunners, a little bit aggressively positioned too. Not sure where his cannons are actually aiming at. Let's take cover with these guys. And then I believe as soon as these guys are in position, we begin the collapse. And there shouldn't be too much that he can really do. Just a unit of Kossars to help in the big fight once it happens. But so it begins. The big engagement is here. We're leading with fairly expensive cavalry, unfortunately. That's a tiny bit of a misplay, but it's totally fine. He's going to be blocking up this area with his infantry. I should be able to slip by one unit of cavalry there, and then the rest of them can just sort of pool in from all directions. Come on, squeeze past the spears. Squeeze past. Yeah, I know. He successfully blocked up that area. That's good for him. But is it good enough? I think not. as we are going to be getting our dervishes in around the flanks. I'm going to get a snow leopard in here too. We're seeing mass routes. Wonderful. I think my timing attack overall was a little bit slow, but we got there eventually. Nice. And that's a pretty good collapse in. Very, very good. Nice. And then at this point, it's all about just making sure that we're maintaining our charge bonus by bouncing around. And wow, look at that. He already concedes. Oh, no. Oh, no. He saw the writing on the wall. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was such a good position for him, too. It wasn't even the best time to attack, but he just wasn't ready for the mass cavalry. Poor guy. Oh, no. Oh, I feel like a bully now. Should I wait a second before I queue up again? Or do we queue up into him again? He did ready up instantly, right? With the instant lock-in, so I don't know. Maybe it's justice served. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Yeah, Kislev is a very fun faction for experimentation. I think out of all of the factions, Kislev has the most viable units. Yeah, because Zeench is basically spawn Forsaken Blues, right? And Cathay has a lot of sort of dead units, especially their artillery. But Kislev, they have range, they have cavalry, they have a bit of artillery, they have some single entities that can be used. It's quite nice. How do you think Vampire Coast will do in domination? Probably not that great. Yeah, probably not super duper great, I would say, but I'm sure they'll be playable. I'm sure they'll be playable. All right, so that's Consultant's faction. Can we get some Boris going? Do we do a bear build next? Maybe. Yeah, 2 very solid wins. It's going great. Very good start to the stream. Thank you, McWriterface. You know, honestly, I don't know how much likes actually impact my videos. I've seen videos do really well with fewer percentage likes, but it doesn't hurt. Though it is sort of weird to constantly be like the like button, guys. Smash the share. Show it to all your friends. Show it to your family. It feels so unnecessary, right? I sort of like, also nice we found Khorne. This is perfect for the ranged build. I love this. I love this. Yeah, let's get this set up. Gust of True Flight, by the way. Extra range for the Streltsy in the back line. Very, very good for us. We will be going for that. I will also not be taking Arcane Conduit because it's expensive. And then we're going to go for the 5 Streltsy and then 4 Kossars. You can see I've set up this build before. Instantly 15 gold. Yeah, I've run this build before. It's really good. Another one of these guys. I want a little bit of cavalry. Griffin Legion is actually one of the only cavalry that trade up into corn dogs. Lots of snow leopards. 1 Warbearer rider to help with the... in case he goes for very heavily armored cavalry. They can be quite scary. And then... what was the last part? Is it another Griffin Legion? That feels wrong. That feels wrong. Is it like double Kossar dervishes? Not sure. Hammond, thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. Every little bit helps. I guess I wouldn't really need another big bear. Like, I'll just go for a Griffin Legion instead. This seems about right. Yeah, here we go. Hammond saying, this isn't Diablo Immortal. You don't have phones. Oh, geez. Have you guys heard about the Diablo Immortal stuff? Isn't it, like, super pay to win? That's what I heard about. It's like, you can pay, like, thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh boy, in theory, it's not a problem if everyone is a rational buyer. But then you run into the problem where gambling mechanics, you know, it tends to take money from people that didn't actually want to lose that money. And then that's where you start running into problems. Yeah, although, you know, the Warhammer games are pretty expensive too. Nevertheless, in general, if you play the... If you want to go low budget on games, thankfully it is a pretty cheap hobby. You know, if you just want to play League of Legends all day, not too bad. It's free. It's free, it's great, as long as you don't buy skins and such. Also, by the way, I love the banner colors for Boris's faction. Really, really nice. Yeah, it's pay to win. See, there's a weird thing about pay to win where you do have a situation where, like, you know, technically Warhammer 3 is pay to win. If you don't own all of the factions, you are at a slight disadvantage in multiplayer. Which is a thing. That is legit a thing. So, but obviously it's not one of those games where you can just sink infinite money into. So it does have that going for it. Anyway, I don't think Warhammer's payment system is controversial in any way, though. In terms of actual microtransactions, I feel like they totally could have gone really hard. Why do I have this spell? I don't know. Anyways, in terms of microtransactions, Warhammer is actually quite good. Oh no, he has no units. Oh no, the poor lad's gonna get murdered. But yeah, in terms of microtransactions, they could have gone really hard on that front with Warhammer, and I'm happy that they didn't. But also, I'm sure many of their fans would not be very happy if we did see microtransactions in the game. Oh, look at that, he pulls away. Now that's a smart move. Anyways, generally, if Khorne is going for mobility, you want to be summoning in Griffin Legion. These guys are sort of your best answer there. And then as the engage starts, I can basically get the Gust of True Flight, and then that'll let me hit these guys from much further away. It's usually what you want to do. Here we go. Will he take the bait? I'm not getting too close, man. I'm only just out of range. Oh, what's that? Gust of True Flight. One of my favorite spells in the game. It's gonna be murdering some faces. Look at that. Those poor bloodletters. My goodness, they had a rough time. Let's go ahead and get some summons off. Return these guys. We want them to be firing all hands on deck, essentially. We're gonna throw down another spell to slow them down. Griffin Legion's on standby. And yeah, Scarbrand's about to eat it, isn't he? I believe Scarbrand's about to have a pretty bad day. You know what? Let's get the cinematic shots going. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What's his HP at? Half? You know, strangely enough, he still holds much longer than I would have expected. With that many Streltsy firing at him at the same time. That is impressive. Oh man, this is brutal though. The Zargard holding up for basically forever. They're not gonna rout anytime soon. Scarbrand's down, and now it's just a couple dogs. Just a couple dogs. Let's go ahead and... Man, every time I go a ranged build, there's no way anyone on ladder is gonna beat one of these ranged builds. Not today. Unless they're actually a Warhammer 2 veteran. I am surprised how long you live, though, but unless you're a Warhammer 2 veteran, you generally don't develop the skills to deal with a ranged build like this. Because you need a specific build first off, and then you also need to, and then after that you also need to have a really good engagement timing, and most people don't really practice that in domination. It's a rare skill and oftentimes not needed. Oh boy, yeah, ladder is brutal. If you guys wanna win as Kislev without chariots, this is the way to do it. This build is more abusive than chariots. It's crazy. Yeah, we're bullying the Warhammer 3 people. These are people that are like, they just watched a tournament. They're so excited to try out multiplayer for the first time. They boot up the game, load up their favorite faction, take Scarbrand, ready to watch him wreck some face, and he dies in like 30 seconds to just the gun line from hell. Oh boy. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh man, I think we've showcased enough of the range build though, right? We can start going like mass melee cavalry styles. I think mass cavalry actually is fairly strong against Nurgle. Not meta, but definitely doable. So I would love to show that, but I don't know who plays Nurgle on ladder, unfortunately. Yeah, they're getting wrecked by the guy who cast a tournament that they watched. You know, maybe that's inspirational, right? I don't know. By the way, if you ever get line of sight issues, you just want to disengage horizontally, and that'll usually let you guys be able to shoot. It's those sort of small micro tricks that'll really help you maximize your damage with range builds. And this is one of the big reasons why Kislev does way better than Cathay. These snow leopards, they're really good at pushing an advantage. Cathay can pull an advantage, but after that they can't really capture. So I think honestly if Cathay got snow leopards, they would be one of the better factions in the game. At least mid-tier. Better than ogres, probably. Is Kislev Coast? In many ways, yes. In many ways, yes. Having an unbreakable front line turns out pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh boy, he's sticking with it. Oh, the madman. Alright. Alright. We're gonna have to spawn camp him with guns, guys. It's the only way to end the game faster, I swear. Did some quick addition on the Steam store. All games without the Blood God DLC. Nice distinction. The Blood God DLC doesn't add that much to the price cost, but yeah, 350 euros. That's a lot of money if you want to own every single Warhammer DLC. Although I will say, in terms of hours of enjoyment, given that I have thousands of hours in this game, like many thousands of hours, I definitely got my money's worth. I'll say, yeah, it was worth the money spent. Compared to like treating myself to a hamburger, Warhammer is a very good deal. Very good deal. All right, nice. Well played. GG, well played to my opponent. I feel like that I do enjoy. Feels good. It feels good. Like I think it was a fun game. Maybe not for him though, but it was a good game. It was a nice scrap. I watch a lot of Chase the Bro for any of you Elden Ring viewers. He's a guy that does Elden Ring PvP, and he's so good. He's so good at Elden Ring. It's insane. Oh man, I love his content. It also has a really nice vibe. You know, I watch a lot, like when you browse a lot of people that play FPS games, you get a lot of people who are very they get frustrated a lot. I don't know, I just can't stand people being super frustrated while watching them, but that's sort of just my taste. Enticity, is it better to have the Streltsy as a square or a full line? Generally square. Generally square. Sometimes you can go for like a thick rectangle. That can also do okay. But yeah. Most of the time squares are great against large units and if you have to turn to shoot Furies. So against any faction with Furies, you'll see me going for squares unless I'm feeling lazy. Remember, never underestimate me just being lazy and playing inefficiently. See? If it's not in a tournament, sometimes my play will just be memes. Just a heads up. Ouroboros, yeah, or Ouroboros and Peeve. Oh my gosh, classics, man. Yeah, any what's it? Iron Pineapple, I think was the name. Viewers. Oh man, yeah, the Souls PvP community. I wish I could get into that, but unfortunately not. Yes, he went Nurgle, and it's on Itza. Yes. Yes, I feel the power coursing through my veins. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So we're doing a max cavalry build against Nurgle. Let's see, we don't need Biting Wind. One of these gives a charge bonus. Is that the other lore of magic? I think it is. Anyways, we'll go for, yeah, we're going max cavalry. We're gonna cut the witch. We're going to sub in Kastalton. And he should be able to keep my cavalry healed up. That's basically all I need him for. This bad boy replenishes HP of combatants. Nice. We need 50 more gold. 50 more gold. Sure, this feels all right. Yeah. And then flaming attacks, just to show Nurgles who's boss. Nice. So the general idea here for this build, we want to be able to cycle charge his infantry down as well as we can. We'll also go max warbears, because who wouldn't? Of course, the triple snow leopard, and then we're basically good. We're basically good. Yeah, I don't really need much else, honestly. There you go. We don't even need infantry. All I need are my capture kitties, and we'll be fine. Yeah, the big worry here. Oh, we even have the banner for cavalry. That's amazing. The big worry here is I guess like if he goes a lot of chaos spawn, it could be scary, but we should be fine. Okai sometimes does fight clubs. Oh, that's sick, man. Real sick. What do you think about sleds now? Are they over nerfed or just fine? I think sleds are in a good place. They feel about right in terms of price and strength. If you compare them to their Warhammer 2, sort of similar skirmish strength, I would say sleds are about right. They do still kill infantry really well, but probably not must picks anymore. What's this about Falcon? I see 4th verse Falcon. What do you mean by that? Chevrons? Nah, we don't need chevrons. Chevrons just make your units more expensive. And then you can't summon them in as fast. Full ice theme build next? That's a good idea. I'll go full ice. I'll go full ice. That's pretty cool. JD, see you in a minute, I guess. Yeah, full ice is great. So what? That would be like we max out on Ice Guard. Obviously, we take the lore of ice. I think it's called, right? It's Tempest and Ice. And then... yeah, and then what? Is there anything else I really need? I guess we could do, does Little Grom count as ice? Probably not, right? I don't know. You're playing the guy, wait, the guy you are playing is on his second multiplayer game ever. First was you earlier. Oh no, Adries. Oh no. Oh well. Yeah, no, we're going max cavalry. He's playing Nurgle. Nurgle's a strong faction. Ice Bear. Also true. That's a good one. Yeah, nice. All right. What we got? We have a Toad build. Some Furies. Oh no. Oh no, he did the thing. He took the fully kitted out Lord. Oh, that's so expensive. That's gonna hurt him a lot here. He has a cultist. Pretty well. Oh, jeez. Yeah, for anyone who does want to get into multiplayer, generally, you want to take everything off your lords and heroes. Most abilities in the game, oh, it's a bit laggy. Most abilities in the game are not worth taking. So, oh, it's very laggy. Yeah, most of the, I guess while we wait, most of the abilities in the game are not worth taking. They're just not very cost efficient. So like you want to cut out Foe Seeker, you want to cut out the Icon. If you don't see it giving you immediate and very high impact value, you generally don't want it. And for spells, usually you only take 1 or maximum 2 most of the time, unless you really know what you're doing. Sort of just some quick tips for y'all. Elemental bears are okay. They're not the strongest guys in the world. Yeah, I think honestly, if Creative Assembly made it where abilities were off by default, that would be much better, I would say. Because having it on is sort of... oh, he lagged out. No. No. All right. We'll call it a draw. Good game. Yeah, they need a tip that's like... the thing is, all the tips are not really... they're generally campaign tips, not multiplayer tips. Yeah, I still want to go max cav, but it depends on the faction that we face. If it's Zeench, max cav will do well. If it's Cathay, we can do a max cav. We'll see. I'll judge it based on what my opponent goes. Summon units do not have capture weight, thankfully. Thankfully. Alright, see you later, Sutra. Peace out. Have a wonderful dinner. Yeah, no, I think he was gonna win that one. Maybe we should tick it as a loss. You did it. You tied. You tied. That is a feat not done by many. Oh, he's going Kislev. This is good. This is really good. So this is perfect for a bear build. Here we go. We will get flaming attacks. There we go. This is good enough. And then I can go for the double bear. The double bear. Love to see it. Shove on these guys a little bit. I gotta build quickly here. Let's see. We're on Itza. Very good. This is good for me. We got the cats. We can probably get the dervishes going. Have extra money. What, do I go for a horse archer? That seems sort of bad. Maybe like one Streltsy in case things get hairy, but yeah, this is looking good, right? Yeah. Oh, is this no, I don't have enough money to make Kasultan sick on a bear, but it's fine. Alright, so we'll try with the max cavalry against Kislev instead. This should do. Whew. Yeah, that's right. More Kislev. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, I think we're all caught up with chat. So now, yeah, you'd have better save the replay. Otherwise, you know, what if I just delete this? What if I cut that section out of the stream? It'll be gone forever. All right, so here's the plan. Up against Kislev, we really want to make sure that they're shooting for as little as possible. So full surround is in order, but overall our cavalry should trade up pretty well into Kislev infantry. I don't think that should be too difficult. You realize once you started the game you forgot to remove the spells. It's okay, you got saved by the bell. How do you normally spread the units you want between your reinforcements and your main army? In general, the more expensive units go in the main army. And the faster units go in reinforcements. So something like Furies and Hounds, you'll put them in there. And anything that is slow moving, like infantry, goes all the way in the front army. That's like a pretty good rule of thumb to follow. Yeah. Cool, right? Yeah, Kislev. Kislev period. Man, what an awesome meme. I can't believe although what's it? Isn't it like Katarin's first battle is you killing off the old Kislev guy? That's terrible. I think I saw that in a Tariff video. Nice. You've only played campaign, but Kislev cavalry feels good. They're amazing, man. Kislev cavalry is chef's kiss good. I love them. Here we go. So pretty basic deployment here. I don't have too many shenanigans. It's just in case he has a little Grom, we have the bears in the forest, and that's basically it. We don't need to really get too much more complicated than that. At the start of the battle, we're just gonna rush forwards and hopefully run him over. Yeah, Kislev cavalry is great. I think they have a nice mix of cavalry. I think they cover all bases, right? Cheap, expensive, armored, unarmored. Really good. Now, he has a pretty range-heavy build. Lots of armored Kossars. Bunch of winged Lancers on the flank. I want to hit him up with my bears. Also, by the way, I'm aware I don't have magic this game. It's totally fine. We don't really need it. And I want to kill off his cavalry before we really do anything else, as they will be able to slow down my approach if I'm not careful here. Will he take the fight? Looks like he's being pretty careful about it. Oh, he has Boris. Kasultan versus Boris. All right. Yeah, he's not going to take it, but eventually, right, he has to choose between just having a cavalry fight or me just getting on top of his range units. In general, it shouldn't be too great for him. Well, it looks like Boris is actually pretty aggressively going for my bear riders. Interesting. He's going to be summoning another Ice Guard unit, the Madman. But yeah. Oh, he's taking pretty good. I like his positioning. But he has exposed his middle a little bit, and I think we will be able to go in for a deep dive now. Let's go ahead and get a normal unit over there. we go. We have these guys. We're gonna disengage from this blob because it looks like that fight's not gonna go super well. And now begins the main fight. All right, so I would love to collapse in on this cavalry engagement over here. Looks like these normal Kossars, they will be dying, but still getting a good amount of damage for themselves. We did get a pretty nice counter charge and surround here. And I'm going to summon in another dervishes, just so that we can really occupy these guys for a while. But how's the fighting actually going? I don't know if it's actually going as well as I would hope for. We'll see. We'll see. I guess the middle fight is where most of my value is. As these guys start to rout off, I'm going to be peeling away some units of cavalry to support. And that'll make sure that they're basically occupied for the entire battle. Nice. Nice. I think we're good. I think we're in a safe position. Yeah. Yeah, so now, because we're in a safe position, I want to start saving up a little bit of money to get more expensive cavalry, since the dervishes generally will trade worse. Nice. He's going for the long formations. That's a pretty cool tech, as it will let him continue firing while in melee. That's pretty scary. Over here, though, we have 2 warbear riders. I think Kasultan needs to get in there to try and help them. And we'll get another unit of cavalry going. Yeah, I want to get Kasultan in there to give them a big ol' heal. Otherwise, they will get a bit wrecked if we're not careful. All these guys are Kossar spears, too, so they are a little bit scary. Come on, Kasultan, save the warbear riders. Get in there, mate. Yeah, but this flank over here has gone very well for us. Trading is roughly even. Can we take out Boris Ursus? I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. There we go. There's a heal. I should have healed these dervishes, but that's fine. And now I can summon a snow leopard, and it's going to help beat up Boris, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, in this area, it seems like the fight's going well, but I want to make sure that I'm constantly cycle charging. So that means just disengaging and recharging back in. Thank you, Phil McDonald. It's really not needed, though. Generally, people will they'll subscribe whenever they feel like it's right. We don't really need that much advertising. I think we make do fairly well. Hey, and look at that. Boris is down. All right. I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. The cycle charging did pretty well over here against these spears. And now we can really start shoving our opponent around. Let's see. Yeah, we have a pretty nice lead. I think we end it with the snow leopards now. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Pretty sure that's what we do. I can pull these guys back and sort of just wait for him to get into a bit more of an exposed position. I have no reason to really keep fighting in his spawn point, so we'll just pull back and then heal up everybody with Kasultan. Sounds like a plan. Ah, there you go. There you go. Subscribe to the OnlyFans account. Yeah. All right, nice. Let's see. These beat up Kossars, I don't really need them anymore. We can just send them all the way into here as sort of just an annoying delay tactic. And as for this group, I believe we'll just start grouping up for Kasultan. There we go, and then the snow leopard can capture these points. Oh man, you guys are too obsessed with the like button. I don't know what's up with you guys. Saurus will be really good at holding points. Oh, for sure, yeah. They'll be great. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a big heal. Unlike Warhammer 2, healing AoEs are uncapped, so everybody in the bubble's gonna be going back up to almost full HP. Looks like my opponent wants to charge me while I try to get this, but we should be good. There we go. And after the heal, we want to disengage to make sure that we're not super blobbed up. But I think we've done it. One more. These guys, what are they called? Griffin Legion? No, Winged Lancers. There we go. Yeah, we'll bring them in there. And then we do have a bit of a ranged blob here that we want to deal with. I'm gonna get Kasultan and loop around the back with these guys to hit them along the flanks. And yeah, this is the general strat. If you want to really punish people that take too much range, going very hard on the cavalry front is quite a fun way to make things work. Although it is pretty micro intensive, so you will have to be ready for that, of course. Dutch. That's hilarious. Yeah, there were no capture points. Generally in domination, don't even think about the capture points most of the time. I would say that's like the most common misplay that I see people do. They worry too much about getting victory tickets, when really trading up against your opponent is what lets you dominate the battlefield. Victory tickets only matter towards the 8-minute mark, when you're closer towards the end of the game. Nice. Look at that surround. That's a pretty good surround. I like it. And then, nice. We even have some cavalry in the back. Sweet. Amazing. Oh, it's another win. Subscribed after seeing the video on Stream of Corruption. Yeah, that was a fun one to do. Stream of Corruption, such a strong spell. Yeah, it's really interesting because a lot of my knowledge comes from multiplayer, but all my videos appeal for campaign folk. So it's sorry, someone's calling. We're good. Yeah, all of my videos sort of appeal to they're meant to appeal to anyone. But if I'm not playing multiplayer, I run out of ideas pretty quickly. Yeah. Oh, is he lagging? It's like we're keeping it together, guys. Yeah. So it's sort of really weird. I had one time where I was really focusing on just producing videos instead of playing a lot of games, and then suddenly I had nothing to talk about. It was really weird. So I sort of just decided I need to dedicate a flat amount of time to multiplayer if I want to make videos. Which is a pro and a con. I love playing multiplayer, but sometimes it eats up so much time that I can't make as many videos as I want to. It's weird. This is brutal, by the way. Look at this. We've just choked them up over here all the way on his spawn point. I might even be able to squeeze some bears through. Let's see. The two with the bears. Oh, look at this. Look at this play. Oh, they're gonna get the rear charge on all of these guys. Do elevation. Oh, an elevation video. Elevation advantage is pretty weak. The video would basically be like, don't care about elevation, it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, that was slick, by the way. That little surround there, I quite liked it. It almost looks like his army just suffered army losses with how close they are to routing. But yeah, elevation's sort of a weird one. It also requires a lot of testing. Yeah. If I had the resources, I would make a video though. Yeah, the single player stuff, as soon as that PC shows up, I will be playing campaigns once again. It's just that, yeah, I don't want to have to worry about transferring the save file and making sure everything's good. Like, when I start that campaign, I want to be doing it, daily, right? But it'll come soon enough. Customs can't hold my PC forever, right? Right, guys? Oh boy, I sure hope so. Yeah, I'll be doing a mix of both. It seems like both of them are quite successful, so there's no reason not to do both, guys. Especially since I've been I've been habitizing, getting into the streams again. So I'm actually quite used to, it's pretty comfortable doing a 2-hour stream every day. I think this is sustainable, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh man, Aiden saying I love multiplayer videos, I'm just a bit trash is all. Honestly, I've seen people go from basically new to the game to top tier pro in about half a year. And this is like the best of the best. It's not too hard to get really good at multiplayer if you have the time to dedicate to it. What's your take on the Ogre Kingdoms in PvP? Mid-tier. They're mid-tier, bottom of mid-tier actually, so yeah, it can be pretty rough. making the Ogre Kingdoms work in a lot of matchups, but if it's quick battle, you might be able to just shoot people to death because they generally have a hard time mitigating damage. This is disgusting, by the way. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, 3,000 value. They got silver chevrons from that fight. That's huge. 2,000 value? Are you? Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, that is huge. What the? Where did that come from? Was it because they killed Boris? Probably. Probably. What does copium mean? I've seen that a few times. Enticity, oh, we're getting behind on chat now. Enticity, how much is your computer? Approximately a lot. A lot. Oh, are you just talking about coping because the PC hasn't arrived yet? That's true. Did you ever play Attila? No, I started with Warhammer 1. Let's see. How much is your computer approximately? Oh, you're asking again? Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a bit. It's a few thousand, and I'll leave it at that. But it's like, it's decked out in a lot of the newer stuff. It's like one tier below as expensive as you can get. It's insane. Yeah. I don't even know how this PC was even part of just a random content creator tournament. By the way, the dreaded Flying Taco, he's back. He's back for more. Let's see what he brings. Probably Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, copium is the elemental form of coping. Nice. We'll save the ice build for the next match, since I'm pretty sure Flying Taco would beat an ice build. I'm pretty sure. But we can go for a half meme. Look at that, he's going ogres. All right. Now, ogres are interesting. Very, very interesting. What map are we on? Arnheim. Yeah, let's get Little Grom action going. Little Grom is a treat, guys. It's a treat. Which is the computer weigh in Troy ounces. I wish I knew. I'd be able to show you if I had it, but I don't. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What's best against Ogre Kingdoms? I guess Gust of True Flight probably. It's probably one of the better things. And then I don't know. Mass Streltsy. I can't not do Mass Streltsy, guys. Now, here's the thing, Flying Taco, he is a much more experienced player. I trust he'll be able to handle the Mass Streltsy better than others. Nice, this is looking good. Oh yes, this is looking good. I would like to take to Griffin Legion. Yeah, triple cat. Little bit more on the bow Cossars. The spear variants are great. All right. I am liking where this is going. Last but not least, double Warbear Rider. Amazing. This is a great build. This is a perfect build. Streltsy are actually, I would say Streltsy are meta. The thing is, it's just a very difficult playstyle to do. It's not that difficult. Like, I'm not like doing magic here, but Streltsy are very, very strong against many factions. Basically, you just have to maximize their time firing and you're good. Ice Guard or Perish. We'll do Ice Guard next time. Yeah, against Flying Taco, I don't want to just get, you know, waffle stomped by ogres. Ice Guard are pretty bad against ogres, so. Hey, Steven. I don't know, Stefan. Pretty sure it's Stefan. Saying, just stopping by to say hello and good luck. Thank you. Yeah, we'll try to ground that taco and claim your victory. Amazing. Yeah, he is an ogre tyrant. We have to pay our ogre taxes or fight every time we do a stream. All right, so we're gonna go for the V formation. This is what you want to do when you're playing as Kislev. And I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Actually, yeah, we can do this. So I'm gonna save 2 summons. We're gonna have 2 summons over here to get our Kossar density going. And then we have this V. and they are going to be, yeah, just covering. You can see the range is enough to cover, basically, all units in front of them, so they can be pretty far back. Plus, we have the Gust of True Flight where it's needed. Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's a slightly better checkerboard, guys. It's a slightly better checkerboard. At least I think so. I haven't actually tested, you know, thoroughly, but that's what I would say. Now, what do we see here? We're seeing the memes, the scrap launcher. My goodness, Flying Taco. The man, the myth, the legend. He's actually doing it. Now, oh, he has an Iron Blaster too. That's pretty nice. We do have much better range than it in the form of the cannons. So I'm not super duper worried. And actually, let's troll him a little bit. Let's troll Flying Taco. Bet you didn't expect the extra range, good sir. Bet you didn't expect that. Suddenly, our cannons can fire at his lead belchers, and we're already trading up into him. Very nice. Now I'm gonna pull back because I don't want to. I don't want him to have easy shots with the Nalbar scrap launcher. So also. We also want to go for longer formation so they do a little bit less damage. And now we can start pushing up with our formation. Nice. Pretty good trade so far. We can turn now and fire at the scrap launcher. These guys are brutal, man. Little Grom is unironically very, very strong against ogres. I would say almost meta. I'm not sure how the meta has developed for this matchup, but they're quite close. Gotta do the gold chevron scrap launcher. Oh yes, yeah, that would be something. Yeah, the accuracy's sort of weird. I tested out some accuracy stuff back in the day with Vampire Coast. It doesn't seem like it's that impactful, the chevrons, but it definitely does something. I'm just not sure what just yet. Other than unarmored Kossars, does Kislev have anti-large infantry? Yeah, Streltsy. They don't need to say anti-large to be anti-large. Yeah. Here we go. Accuracy boost. Fire at the Iron Blaster. Let's see if we can take it out. But yeah, most anti-large options in the game don't actually have anti-large. It's something that you sort of have to be very, very aware of, I guess, when you're sort of building armies. You don't get caught up too much in how everything in sort of like these stats. You want to worry more about, you know, what's going on here and like cost efficiencies of the units. This is brutal though. Look at that. That poor Iron Blaster basically is going to leave the game with no value. That's pretty rough. Oh, there's another volley. And he dodged it. Yeah. I wish I could have staggered that, but it's fine. Yeah, spawn are very good anti-large. Generally, mass is what you want against large units. It's usually what you want. Here's something fun we can do. Oh yeah, scrap launchers are pretty bad at armor piercing. That's rough. But yeah, what we can do here, I'm gonna position my little Groms sort of weirdly aggressively. I don't know if this strategy is something that works, but I'm gonna try it out nonetheless. As they may be able to just tank while my guys shoot. That would be the best case scenario. I'm also going to preemptively turn my guns over here. Spaghetti line these guys. There we go. And then move up with the Kossars because they're my actual tanks here. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and this will make sure that we sort of have our flanks covered. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I think these guys can be a bit more forwards. Yeah. Nice. And the little Groms are just getting their poke in. They're doing insane damage. Little Grom is so good against ogres because of that that high DPS against their poor large bodies. They get anti-large in the prologue. Oh, which guys? I know the prologue is weirdly different than yeah, the prologue has different units. It's weird. Like they have Kossar armored Kossar spears. Don't even know why. Now I'm going to be splitting up the shots on my little Groms here. The reason is because these guys they're already on the tipping point of routing. So if Flying Taco mistimes his attack, they should rout off before, you know, they should rout off pretty quickly. And that'll give me a good amount of time for my guys to reload while the other guys show up. Yeah, just sort of making sure that we don't get too much overkill. Looks like we do have some trappers here. They shouldn't do too much damage, a little Grom. We're going to summon a Snow Leopard because I see he is making a big push towards me now. And the Snow Leopard is a great tool for just being super annoying. Essentially, it's just going to run right into this mass of guys here. And then, yeah, then it should be no problem. Should be no problem. There we go. Let's see, Warbear Riders. Gonna deal with these Saber Tusks. Look at that Snow Leopard. Very nice distraction. And nice. Nice. Now we just have to hold off the push. Now here's the scary thing. He did manage to slip by with a unit of Saber Tusks. I'll bring in my Warbear Riders to deal with that. No, they're gonna deal with the Mournfang Cavalry instead. All hands on deck to focus fire that. Looks like things are actually a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, he ignored my little Groms. How dare he? How dare he? Let's see here, Warbear Riders. Yeah, they're doing okay. Let's increase the accuracy of these guys. Let's charge the Ogre Bulls in the flanks. It looks like those, yes, we did kill off the Mournfang Cavalry. Summon a cat because we need forces here as soon as possible. And over here on the flank, things are a little bit sketchy. Not the end of the world, though. Let's see. But I do want to deal with those lead belchers because they are hard focusing down my poor guys. I think my cavalry's pulling through, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're fine. I need to get away from those lead belchers, though. They're really doing a lot of damage. Nice. Let's get another spell over there. And how is the damage actually looking value-wise? Actually pretty even, which is bad for me, I think, because he has a big melee fight going. So we do have to be pretty careful here. Of course, I do have my Snow Leopards, but we'll see. It depends on if I can kill his Lord or not, I would say. We might be able to kill him. We both have a pretty heavy commitment to artillery. But it looks like his Lord is going to go down, thankfully, and that may be the victory. We'll see. We'll see. It's all about these lead belchers, man. They're terrifying. But there we go. His Lord is going down. The bears are going to block up the Noblars, and the cats are going to finish off his Lord. There we go. Nice. Nice. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's get some more infantry in here, since they should be fairly protected. Most of his guys are routing too. And his Lord is down. Very good. So I just have to not lose my Lord now, and then I'll be feeling a lot more comfortable. Okay, sweet. Snow Leopards can stick onto the artillery piece now. And as for actual capture points, he has triple. No, he barely didn't triple cap. That's huge for me. All right, nice. So that means I can focus on, yeah. I can focus on starting to capture now. Let's go ahead and get Little Grom, and that will start firing into this blob over here. There we go. Just make sure that the shot doesn't miss. Oh, it fires anyways. All right, did it just shoot twice? Did we just bug the Little Grom to shoot twice? Tournament organizers are not gonna like that. Anyways, but yeah, we did just barely manage to hold the bottom, and I think that's gonna be the winning play for us, especially since we have so many Snow Leopards left. They might just be able to clean up shop. This Little Grom's out of ammo, so I'm going to desummon it to get a Griffin Legion in a second. And then we're good. Yeah, we'll have this capture point. All we need to do is hold 2, which is fine. We have a Griffin Legion. Nice. Oh, that was a little bit sketchy, though. Not going to lie. That was like a huge engagement. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about his scrap launchers. Like, they did get a lot of kills, but now I don't know if they really help force the cavalry. Yeah, what's it? For the tournament, the finals is going to be played on Immortal Empires. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, we cheated, guys. We cheated. Oh, man. Storm Strontium Dog. Strontium Dog saying, hey, Enticity. What exactly does the tournament winner get? Ah, yes, yeah. So up to $1,500. And also, they can, what's it? And also they can do something. Yeah, up to $1,500. Second place is 1,000. Third place is 500. And you also get early access to Immortal Empires, as was answered in chat. It's great. It's great. You have many reasons to want to qualify for sure. All right. What am I summoning next? I guess a little Grom. It's sort of awkward though. Sort of real awkward. He does summon on the high ground here. There's no really escaping that fight. I just sort of have to tank it. Oh wow, he took the middle. He took the middle. You know, this fight might not be over yet. I was like sitting back reading chat, like everything was fine. But Flying Taco actually pulling it back a little bit on the value front. I don't even have a Warbear that I can summon. Yeah, I don't have a Warbear I can summon. I guess I have to go for Little Grom. All right, a little bit sketchy. A little bit sketchy. The capture point over here. Actually, it looks like my cat is not. My capture kitty is not holding it. Wait, do Saber Tusk packs have infantry capture? Wait, what's going on? What's going on? What is this madness? Why is Flying Taco suddenly killing me? Oh boy, this could be bad. This could be bad. I need to hold this bottom point, and I need to capture this top point ASAP. Yeah, capture kitties have to get up there. Let's see. What magic do I have? Can I hold this point? Oh, jeez. What's going on? What's going on? I suddenly lost all my units. All right, cat's gonna be on the high ground in a second. This one rushing over here. Oh, these ogre bulls are gonna be such a problem, though. Come on, kitty, get there. Come on, kitty. Come on. Yes, it's on the point. What a hero. Oh my gosh. Well, that may do it. That may do it. I still need to win this high ground, though. My lord is getting ravaged too, but yeah, let's see how the little Grom does. It's because his artillery could keep the fight going, which is really helping here. Okay, but we do have this capture point. The Noblars are gonna be a bit of a problem. We'll see how that goes. This is insanely close. Let's see. Oh, come on, Noblars. Not like this. The capture Noblars. I look away and read chat for 1 second, and this is what happens. Oh, come on. Don't you dare, Morin Fan Cavalry. All right, so we do have that capture point. We do have the high ground. The low ground is still there, but we don't have the high ground. We do. We do. Amazing. Oh, I think he won it, though. I think he won it. I dropped the ball for half a second, but he's gonna have 2 points. No, the ogre, the dreaded ogre comeback. Oh my gosh, he's done it. He's done it. All right, so now I have to figure out how we manage to slip a win by here. So here's the problem. Ogres reinforce very quickly. They have I basically, the only way I can come back is through my capture cats. But now he's ahead in points. I don't think we can win it. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Brutality. Oh. This is rough. Yeah, Flying Taco is a menace. We have been getting a lot of wins versus him recently, so I think this is a nice revenge for him. But yeah, the only way we win now is if this cat captures this point in a few seconds. And I don't think it's gonna do it, especially with these Noblars around. Dang, Flying Taco. Oh my gosh, that was a close game though. That was very fun. Oh, he did it. GG. Oh man, I should have been a little bit more careful. We could have stalled it out for sure. Dang. Oh my gosh. Yeah, scrap launchers did pretty good. If we look at their value, I think they got a lot of value. Yeah. Over the long run, I didn't really have much for them. How did my bears do? Not actually too great. Maybe I should cut the bears and go more dervishes. Like, I guess they're there for stone horns, but I'd probably adjust it for that. And then I had like, I think I had one too many capture kitties. Oh man, well played though, well played. That was a fun game though. That was very fun. All right, well that's the first loss of the day. Brutality. Flying Taco with the good ogres play. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Are we gonna do a full ice build? Full ice build? You guys want this? This menace? Yeah, the capture kitties failed. The thing is, capture kitties, you want them. You only really want them when you have the lead. If you don't have the lead, they're not really too worth it. Oh, it's Nurgle. This is good for us. Let's see. What was it? We want elemental bears and such. Can I make an elemental bear my lord? Yes. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. The elemental bear is the leader. What else is ice themed? Is that it? Like, we can get Cathay. Get Cathay in the reinforcements. Let's see. Some slows against Nurgle are great. Maybe even Heart of Winter. Yeah, well, we'll take a pretty cheap. Wow, she goes all the way down to 650. That's crazy. Let's see, and then what else? I guess that's basically it. I might as well take a Frostfang just because. Yeah, GG scrap launchers. Scrap launchers with the hard carry. They did a lot of damage by the end of the game, but it was more like their disruption really stopped my guys from shooting. It's brutal. Let's see. Oh yeah, some skirmish cav. They're pretty good against Nurgle. Let's take a few of them. Let's see. Yeah, we've run out of ice themed things, sadly. So I guess we'll go with like Griffin Legion. They're pretty nice against Nurgle too. There we go. Yeah, this'll do. This'll do. But our starting army is full ice, and the snow leopards are sort of half ice. No Heart of Winter. Yeah, I guess we could have snuck it in, but it's too late now. Yeah, scrap launchers are pretty good melee guys. Man, I gotta say I wasn't ready for the surprise ogre comeback. That was pretty strong. I think I wish I had taken some dervishes for better cleanup, but we'll never know how that goes. Honestly, I thought I had it after your lord went down, but like the melee grind, you just swept me up. It was a cleanup, man. Brutal. What camera do I use? I use a debug camera. If you look up Enticity debug camera, you'll find it. It's crazy to see Taco run that build that you've been practicing against AI. Yeah, it's a good one. It's pretty good. The ogre artillery and ranged firepower is generally pretty strong. Yeah, the bear cav, I think bear cav you basically only take them for stone horns, but versus anything else you want more like Griffin Legion type cavalry. I'm not sure exactly what it is though. Not sure exactly what it is, but still though, that was a very fun game. Lots of back and forth. The capture point steal with your Noblars at the end is great. Yo, do Saber Tusks have infantry capture weight? Do you know, Flying Taco? This is sort of important because if they do, that makes some. Well, actually, in ogres it doesn't matter as much, but still, it's quite surprising seeing my poor snow leopard not capture. You think so? Dang, that's what did it then. That's what did it. Because I was under the assumption that my snow leopard would basically guarantee snipe that top point pretty fast. But then the fact that it routed off was, I think that was the winning play at the end. Because then it was just like I had to keep sending in more units there, and I never really got it. It's brutal. And that was a really good game though. I'm going to get skirmishers over here, and they're gonna harass this Nurgle force a bit. Just checked, they are large capture weight. I don't know what you mean by they are large, but cool. All right, now here's the thing. The cultists are in the forest over here. They wanna get their summons on top of me. In fact, this is almost like a full kite style Nurgle build. It's a lot of artillery. So I want to play half aggressively to try and shut it down. Half aggressively, because I don't want to like blob up into these choke points. That would almost assuredly be death. But one of my main advantages here is that Kugath is a little bit expensive, so he shouldn't have too many units. I think I can abuse that. All right, let's keep pushing on up. Soul Grinder is going to be a bit scary. But the Snow Bear should be able to just take a clean fight versus Kugath. Saber Tusks are large. Used to think they were small too. Oh no, yeah, they're large, but I'm wondering about the capture weight. Because being large or small doesn't actually affect it. It's sort of weird like that. Alright, let's start firing at Kugath. Let's give him a run for his money. Snow Bear is doing great against the cultists, which is good. And I just want to... Usually against Nurgle, your goal is to get as much damage in as possible. There we go. So fire and move. And actually quite a bit of damage. That's nice. Alright, now he's going to be summoning his first Plague Bearer summon. And it looks like he canceled it. I don't know what happened there, but they didn't show up. But yeah, if you ever have problems with cultists, generally the cats are a good option there. Okay, and he has some Fury summons, so that's going to be a little bit scary. Let's see. Do I have what I need to deal with them? It's going to be a little bit sketchy. Snow Bear's breath attack though should be able to hit Kugath pretty hard, and then I'm hoping I can just get dervishes to clean up the Furies, but sort of no guarantee that'll do well. Thankfully, it seems like these Plague Bearers are not in the best position, so they won't be able to do too much damage. And I just have to worry about all of this here infantry. Can we actually deal with it? Looks like Kugath is very low now, and he's almost in focus fire range. I'm not gonna risk it though. The Plague Bearers are still a little bit of a bigger threat, and I'm gonna focus them down instead. What's this about Gorgers? Gorgers are a pretty nice unit in general. It's weird. I don't know what he's doing with his Furies. They're going in different directions. It is sort of keeping me anxious, but as long as they don't land, I guess it's a good thing for me, since my guys will be able to keep firing. And look at that, Kugath with the crazy heal. That's one of the reasons why you do not want to try and focus fire their Lord if you don't plan on killing them. At this point though, I think with this many Ice Guard, I can kill him. So it's all hands on deck. Full focus fire on Kugath with every single one of these guys. And hopefully he goes down in a reasonable amount of time. Let's see what we're looking at. Ooh, he has a lot of HP left. That's pretty sketchy. In fact, I think it's my Ice Bear is blocking line of sight. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. Ice Guard are firing in now. Ice Bear with the disengage. One of the cultists is gone. That's very good. And nice. I think we're fairly set there. I can now start waiting for Griffin Legion, since mostly I just want to clean up infantry. And then a big old breath attack should deal with them. I don't know. This is a bit of an awkward game. We do have very good value, but most of it is being out-healed by Nurgle, which is a bit of a problem for me. So I wouldn't say we're ahead just yet. But Kugath does go down. I think one charge from the Ice Bear should be able to do it. Oh, the Ice Bear missed. Poor guy. Alright, still though, with Kugath down, life should be a lot easier now. I could sort of kite back with a lot of my guys and we'll be fine. Whew, that was a little bit stressful. Actually, I should probably shoot down the Soul Grinder, shouldn't I? That's a bit more of a big threat. But yeah, my biggest issue right now is the fact that he does have so much infantry on top of my ranged. And as we saw in the last game, this can result in some pretty bad trades if you're not careful. So we still gotta be very careful here. Came back from dinner. What did you miss? Flying Taco stole a win from us. It was a crazy close game, Ogres versus Kislev. Crazy close game, but he scrapped it through with a 500 victory ticket lead, and trading was pretty even by the end of it. Yeah, very good one. I would recommend give it a watch. Oh man, there's a problem with Ice Guard. They don't have the armor piercing, so they do so little damage versus that Soul Grinder. Okay, nice. That was a summon. I accidentally charged the summon. But I think we've won it. I think we've won it, right? Take a look at sort of the guys on the battlefield now. There's not too much in the way of Nurgle. Yeah, we should be good. It's always so sketchy trying to figure out who's in the lead in these games because there's no more balance of power bar. But in general against Nurgle, as long as you're trading, if you're trading value and you're ahead, you're generally pretty safe. Yeah. I don't know, despite everything, I wouldn't say that we're super ahead though. Yeah, we did look at chat in the middle of the match. I don't know how much that actually helped Flying Taco though. But I don't know. It's a possibility. If I want an out, I can blame chat. As usual. Chat losing me games. Definitely not my own mistakes. Nope. No siree. I'm gonna save up for another Griffin Legion unit, by the way. I think Griffin Legion are actually surprisingly strong against Nurgle because of their generally low armor across the board. So also to be spamming out those guys. Here's another problem too. I think my opponent is getting comeback points. So I almost want them to capture this victory point to make sure that we don't have to suffer that. Yeah, let's start pulling back and worry about trading a bit better here. And while we do that, I can turn on the lights. There we go. A little bit of light. Yeah, scrap launchers were really good. Scrap launchers were sort of disgusting. Oh, and we might lose our Snow Bear. That's not good. Now, he did capture the point. So, comeback shouldn't be too much of a problem. He's gonna get about 300 extra golds worth. That's not huge. That's only like an extra unit of Nurglings, which are historically quite weak. For my Snow Bear, come on, get out of there. And it does live, very nice. Not without a bit of a sacrifice from the Griffin Legion though. But it will get a fairly safe disengage. All right. Now the question, how do we actually carry out a victory here? That's like a lot of, it's like a lot of Nurgle. I'm not super comfortable here. He's, despite the trading, a lot of the healing is just regeneration and healing on Kugat, which puts a cultist in generally a pretty happy position. I think we just have to pull out of here. Yeah, he's starting to creep back in value, and if I'm not careful, we will get annihilated here. Let's see, do I desummon these guys? Yes. Yes, sure, we'll desummon them. Yeah, I need to figure out what we want to do here. He has a lot of single entities. Man, Nurgle's a menace, guys. Nurgle's a menace. I don't know. I do have to make sure he doesn't capture this middle point. So sort of positioning my ranged here is going to help with that. Plus, we have the cavalry support. And the Snow Bear is basically just going to act as cover to make sure that the cultists don't run on in here. In the meantime, I'll just summon Catherine. Just so that we have a Lord on the field. She doesn't have the best magic in the world, but it should be okay. Oh, look at this. He's dancing with the cultists. That's pretty scary. Has more Plague Bearers incoming. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. I do have a lot of time, though, before he really gets underway. I think in that time, I should be able to sneak some pretty fun kills with these snow leopards. Griffin Legion can start cycle charging the Plague Bearers and the Nurglings. And then I can sort of start worrying about this capture point, which I should probably get on as soon as possible. Yeah, Catherine and Snowcats. Now, she does have a Frost Fang, and that should be able to beat up these Plague Bearers pretty hard. I'm going to de-summon these guys. And then Griffin Legion can start hunting down those Nurglings. There we go. We're on the capture point. He's going to move in with his cultists. And that is a perfect time for my Snow Leopards to start cleaning them up. Nice. There we go. Griffin Legion's doing good. Nice charge in on those Nurglings. Let's get these guys in there. And yeah, we're going to pull through this valley, and that's where we'll be cycle charging mostly. All right. I foresee things going decently for us. Yeah, especially with the Soul Grinder starting to get picked off. Very good. Very good. And nice, we do capture the point. So now we're going to be even on capture weight. What are these units? Nurglings? Okay, we'll charge them down. And then all the way over here, we'll just disengage. That's a bad trade for us, so I definitely don't want to fight there. All right. So next up, we'll just resummon the Griffin Legion. And then they're going to start sandwiching these guys over here. And then I think we're back on the good trading game. We can resummon some Ice Guard, and it'll all be dandy. Man, this was sort of a sketchy battle. I gotta say, Kislev is a much less straightforward faction than many of the others. You really have to... You do have to scrap a little bit to make sure that you don't just get wrecked. Oh boy. Especially against Nurgle. I think this is one of the... I don't know how I feel about this matchup. I guess we are memeing a little bit with the whole with the whole mass Ice Guard build. I think having some Streltsy here would have actually done us quite well, but Nurgle in general is just a menace. Yeah, the Skirmish Cavalry don't shoot. It's a bug. It's a bug, guys. Yeah, sometimes when you resummon your Skirmish Cavalry, they just won't do anything. And that can obviously lead to a few problems. Man, that Soul Grinder is getting a lot of value too. I gotta say, these counter artillery strats are doing quite well against us, but at this point in the game, if our opponent doesn't lag out, we should be able to win it. Are we still connected to chat? Do I have internet? Let's see. Where's our chat at? I see chat happening. And I don't see people typing in F, which is a good sign. Come on, this was such a good battle. This was such a good battle. We're good? Alright, it's our opponent then. Dang. Yeah, I really hope Creative Assembly fixed that bug. Oh. And we're good. Alright, nice. I wasn't worried in the slightest. Alright, yeah, we kept it together. Griffin Legion charging those Plague Bearers in the back. I think they kill cultists pretty fast. And we almost have our Ice Guard back. Wonderful. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think Horse Archers for Kislev are actually a really strong tool. I would say they're one of the more cost efficient units on Kislev. It's just that a lot of people like to go for the Sleds. But they're quite strong in their own right, for sure. Nice. So at this point, all we have to really do... I sort of have a bad matchup here. I put my Winged Lancers against the Soul Grinder and the Cat against the Plague Bearers. That's going to hurt us a little bit, but... Here at this point, we're looking to be pulling in a pretty nice lead. At some point, I want to capture this point. But the trading is so even, I don't want my opponent to get any comeback points. So... We're gonna hold on that for a little while. He also has the nasty regenerating exalted Plague Bearers. Those guys are gonna be an issue for sure, and probably the best tool against them. Honestly, I don't have too much. It would have been the Ice Guard, but out of position. So at this point, it's more or less like I just have to cycle charge really well. And hope that I get the trades there. In fact, trading's actually becoming even again. So we just have to keep trading out. Man, this is a scary game. A very scary game. And he's going to go for this capture point with the Nurglings. I can deny that with a fairly small force. We can get more range units here. And then he will capture the middle, but that's okay. He goes for a bit of a Nurgling summon. That's fine. And the Ice Bearer sort of spent its value. I'm going to desummon it so that I don't get the Lord Lost penalty. Nice. All right. This capture point looks like just barely is not going to get captured. And all hands on deck to try and kill off these Exalted Plague Bearers. So throwing the Death Heads at Cathay. But that does buy us a bit of time to get our guys in melee, thankfully. What sort of worries me is the fact that I do not have a clean way to spend my Winds of Magic. We're spending our magic real badly right now. Just because I didn't bring the Heart of Winter. I really should have. But mistakes learned. We'll live with it. Oh boy, this is bad. He's trading too well. Let's see if these Ice Guard can shoot up these Furies, perhaps? And then we'll just keep on cycle charging. Yeah, Cavalry will eventually come back in value over enough cycle charges, but it's a very slow trade. Okay, thankfully he didn't steal the second point, so that means we should be able to take that for ourselves. He does take the middle, though. And honestly, I don't think we have enough. He's slowly coming back in value. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. Not like this. Can I clear these guys out? They're just Plague Bearers. I should be able to hit them up. And then in the back here, if I spam the Ice Guard, we should be fine. If I get a couple Ice Guard firing in here, we should be good. It's just crazy how much value his Soul Grinder has gotten throughout the game. I really lacked on the armor-piercing front. Alright, nice. We do get a pretty nice charge there. These guys are still poking away, which is good. And I guess I just want more. Whew, I don't know what we want more of. Probably more Ice Guard. Yeah, they'll be able to poke these guys down. Yeah, the Ice Guard and perish. Oh boy. Okay, nice. We've cleared out some of these guys. Now, the trading has been long and arduous during this battle. There's been a lot of backs and forth. And I do have a decent amount of cats around. I can tell he's sort of starting to run out of steam. And that's going to be helping us a little bit. But the question is whether or not I can actually steal these points in a reasonable amount of time. I think this area is fairly ripe for the stealing. So I'm going to summon my cats. And they're going to try and take back this point. We'll see if we can do it. He's trying to block me in with his Plague Bearers here. So I'll counter charge him. And try and block him up. We do have a few cats here. And our cavalry, if they can stall out the Nurglings, that should do okay. That should do all right. Nice. We're trading up again, but we still have to really worry about these points. So let's see how it goes. These Plague Bearers, thankfully, they are taking a lot of damage now. And actually, with the middle going well, I think we're okay. I don't know. We'll have to keep scrapping it out. It really depends on how quickly our Ice Guard kill off the Festering Stooges. And that is by far no easy task. Not in the slightest. In fact, our cats over here aren't even doing too hot in terms of capturing. It looks like we may have to get the middle, but we will have a decent amount of time to actually take it back after we're done shooting over here. How's the cat doing? Decently, not amazingly. Jeez, these guys. They actually won the grind. Oh no, I think we're gonna lose this flank fight. And then we're not gonna be able to capture it fast enough. Dang, that's brutal. Oh my gosh, the Nurgle is too strong. It's too strong against the Ice Guard. Oh man, how much value did they get? This is with 2 summons and basically all of their value. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think he's too much. It's too much to try and win the capture. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. Impossible. Oh, I think if we had gone better spells on Cathay, though, we definitely could have won it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. GG. Oh, the lack of DPS. Maybe some Zargard could have done all right. Maybe. Oh, man, that's terrible, though. Oh, how did they do? How did they do? Ah, they did okay. They did okay. It's so expensive though, but oh man, I think we gave the Soul Grinder way too much value. We took a few too many weak fights with the cats though. I could have played it better, that's the thing. GG though. GG to our opponent. Oh man, look at that. Kislev. Not doing too good with the win farming. You know what? Let's try hard this last game. Let's get a 5 wins, 2 losses. Oh man. Yeah, capture weight is based on HP, not entities. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, generally if you wanna win versus Nurgle, that map is pretty rough. Preferably you'd have an Itza. But if you spam normal Kossars, they can do pretty well. Like if you want to win versus Nurgle, oh actually Chariots like Sleds would have done us pretty good too. Because they just keep getting value. Yeah, I would say like you would go for like triple sled if you try harding. I was really hoping the Ice Guard would pull it through though, but they're like just barely not enough. Oh man. Oh, that was fun though. That was fun. Now we're on Silver Spire. You know what we haven't done a lot of today? We haven't actually done a sled build. Do we just meme it up? Do we go like a max sled? I hope it's not too disgusting of a game, but max sled is pretty good. Let's see what faction he's going. He's going as Zeench. He's going as Zeench. Max sled is actually quite strong here. And then, yeah, then we can just sort of... This is the one matchup where we can spam Armored Kossar, so we will. We shall. And then, you know what? Let's... How try hard do we want to go? Because there's a chance we just run him over. I don't think we'll go for the Patriarchs with the heal. Just because that starts getting a bit too disgusting. This should be enough, yeah. Yeah, here we go. He's unleashed the fury. Our 2 losses has unleashed the fury. Max bear build. Bears are okay against Zeench. I'll take a couple bears. You know, we'll get the ROR Zargard in there. Of course, we still want the cats. And then I think we're more or less ready. Yeah, something like this. Something like this. This feels okay. Zeench is pretty bad against Kislev, so we don't have to min-max it too hard. I think this is alright. Nice. Yeah, let's try hard this game 1 minute later. Let's meme it up. I think this should be good. Oh man, I'm still so upset about that Nurgle game. I feel like, oh man, I don't know. Felt like I blame myself a good amount for not playing better, because we definitely made a few minor misplays. When the match is that close, you definitely can do a lot better. There was also that third point that we could have captured a bit faster if we wanted to. There was a tiny bit of a worry from the comeback mechanic. So definitely not capture right away, but I think we captured it a bit too late was the problem. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's just line it up. Let's see how it does. This is probably going to be pretty disgusting. Probably pretty disgusting. But if he's ready for it, I think there's a decent chance. There's a decent chance that it's not a sweep here. What's this about cosmetics for skins? Honestly, I feel like CA totally could have sold skins as a microtransaction. I'm very surprised they didn't. If Ranked had a progressive system, do you think more people would play? I'm not sure. I would say technically yes, but I don't think it would get as many people as you might think. Generally, there's like a lot of things that you have to worry about to increase your player base. Yeah, and like generally, I don't know. I don't know. I think like you know, like climbing the ladder, gold, silver, bronze, and so on. It's nice, but there's like, you want to make sure that the game mode is nice and polished first, right? Because it's like, there's one way that tricks people into playing, and there's the other that actually makes the mode fun for everyone. And right now, it's in a pretty good place, but there's still a lot of improvements to make. What would Zeench do versus mass chariots? Mostly spawn. Spawn are a really nice option versus it. So I think my opponent's doing pretty well on that front. And then I guess I'll do a Kossar summon to sort of try and counter that. In the meantime, we'll just poke away and then just stay out of range. But generally, Zeench doesn't like against like a build like this where it's obviously just an insane amount of chariots. You play pretty defensively, so you don't even get in range of them at the start. And then at about like the 5-minute mark, you want to capture 2 points. And from there, you would have negated enough damage where you're in a pretty good position. In this case, my opponent, he's sort of taking a bit too much damage early on when the points haven't unlocked yet. And that may be his downfall, but we'll see. Are Exalted Flamers consideration versus mass sleds? No, generally they don't do too much damage, but they are pretty good in other cases. Yeah. All right, so I think we've secured ourselves a pretty nice lead. All I gotta do is grab these guys, get in range, and then start shooting up them spawn. Great thing about sleds is that they are amazing anti-fury defense. Well, you know, they're okay anti-fury defense, but they will they'll generally do pretty quick work of furies. Technically faster than cavalry if you're ignoring price. But like these, oh, I have skirmish mode on? Dang it. Wait, do I? I don't know what happened with those guys, but anyways. We're gonna send our sleds in here. He's gonna send in the screamers. That's not a terrible choice. He also netted down the sleds, which is nice. But we'll see if I can get a big ol' spell to try and counter that situation. Actually, these sleds doing surprisingly bad against the Furies after I said they would do good. Maybe I was just wrong there. Screamers are okay, yeah. If sleds get way too aggressive, screamers do pretty good. You can see them trading up in value over there. There we go, that's the damage I needed. Nice, and now that we have these guys in range, they can start shooting down the screamers, and I think we should have a pretty clean victory. It's not going to be a one-sided victory, but I think we've established a lead. I just have to be very careful not to throw it now. So I'll just go ahead and summon another Kossar. The screamers are quite low. Let's see if I can focus them with the volley from the sleds. They're all reloading right now, unfortunately. But, yeah, the spawn are pretty low. Now, these blue horrors, this is one of the reasons that you do want to have a lot of sleds. It's basically just to focus down the blues and to make sure that Zeench isn't firing too much. But there is another school of thought that is basically just spamming out infantry, ranged infantry against Zeench, and both of those will do pretty well. Oh my gosh, my lord. She is quite low. I'm gonna desummon her real quick. Come on. Get out of there. Oh, she refuses to desummon. There we go. Oh no, she's stuck around. Oh, but the tree saves her. Okay, well that's a turn of events if I've ever seen one. For whatever reason, she just really doesn't want to desummon. All right, this match isn't over just yet. If he does manage to kill her, that would be pretty bad. Thankfully, we do dodge Zeench's big AoE ability. But now we have to worry about Kairos being a bit of a problem. He could very well snipe out our Lord with another blue fire. We'll see if she manages to make it out. I really wonder why she didn't desummon though. Did I misclick something? Yeah, the tree really saved us there though. Trees are the strongest force of nature in the entire Warhammer universe. It's true. It's in the lore books. Ask Sotek. He'll tell you. All right, so here's the problem right now, right? Our opponent is sort of shoving us around right now. Our Lord has... There we go. She finally does get unsummoned. And it feels like my Kossars have skirmish mode on. Am I wrong? I don't know, like this guy was sort of dancing around. Obviously he doesn't have it in his toolbar, but something janky is going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kairos is really good against our cats too. Alright, well we do have a bit of a scrap on our hands then. I guess next up we'll summon up the Tsar Guard since they trade so well into most things here, and then we should be fine. Was she debuffed by Kairos? Maybe. Maybe he had like a direct damage spell going on. Hey, and Cetra with the 100 sec. Thank you very much. She didn't want to desummon since she broke. Yeah, she did have her the thing procced, so that might have been doing it. But there we go. We finally have some Streltsy, some proper frontliners here. They should be able to carry out the rest of the victory. There we go. Some Furies come on in. I'll just focus fire them down, and then we should be just fine. I do see Kairos though. He wants to stop the cat from capturing. That is a pretty nice play. But we shall capture nonetheless. Nice. All right. Now I should be able to pull my lead with these here chariots, as we more or less just have spawn to deal with. You can see though how sort of annoying these spawn are. They basically won't go down to anything, and usually that is what you will be taking against Kislev if they do ever give you a problem. All right, I also want to start splitting up my chariots. I think they're sort of getting in the way of each other. Durthu versus Scarbrand. I would put my money on Durthu because he can summon Manticores. And he has some pretty sick anti-large, but there's a chance Scarbrand just wrecks it there. The first time I believe she was debuffed. Okay. So if you're getting affected by spells, does that stop you from desummoning? Because usually the meta doesn't revolve around desummoning. Now that the funds are much lower, you just don't have much reason to. So, yeah. So I'm not super used to the intricacies of it. Just because really you only do it to save your lord and nothing else. Oh, nice. I think we're good. It's just a lone Kairos left. We've shut down all of his range with our chariots. And I think we managed to scrap by a win. Look at that. If they get attacked in melee or shot by range, it cancels it. Yeah, but she was safe. I don't think she was in combat. Oh, look at that. He's going for the pendulum. Sadly, these guys do have magic resist, so even an overcast, amplified pendulum from Kairos doesn't do too much. But still pretty nice. Pretty spicy play from our opponent. But at this point, I think we've gotten enough of a lead where we can just send in the capture kitties into the back. Oh, he left some blue horrors in the back. Interesting. Generally, I would say this is a misplay, but against Kislev, the cats are so annoying. You usually do want to have a unit just to stop them from bothering you. Oh, can we dodge it? No. Oh, man. Oh, yes, a little bit. Nope. No, it's dead. Kairos is quite good at punishing your cats if you're not careful. Looks like he's going for... he really wants to go for this third point, too, with those screamers. I don't think they'll really be able to stop us, though. Nice. Shot at her with some horrors. Ah, totally missed it. Yeah, not the kitty. That's a shame. Big old shame. Screamers are a little bit janky in that... Or not janky, but they do quite well against Kislev... against Kislev cavalry, so we do have to worry about that situation. They'll probably kill my dervishes here. And then these guys are going to be a bit annoying. See, I guess I don't really have too much else. Honestly, this build feels like it has way too much too many chariots. I think I prefer just having cavalry instead. Like, chariots are good, but they're not magic. My opponent did a pretty good job at keeping them busy, especially with the spawn. If he had like 4 units of spawn, he probably could have just camped on this point for a really long time. All right, but there we go. Oh man, look at that. The Sleds just barely keeping it together to shut down these pinks. That's gonna be it for that fight over there, and then I can just sort of shove him over here. Ooh, nice. But yeah, so in general news, we should be able to get a stream with Flying Taco tomorrow. I think tomorrow is a Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday. So as long as he's not busy, we should be back to at least a little bit of multiplayer there. Hopefully we get the PC too, and then we can start streaming some campaign. And then I plan to sort of mix in like a little bit of campaign here and then a little bit of multiplayer. And yeah, hopefully we can continue the schedule. I plan to stream 1 hour or 2 hours every day, as long as I'm not like, you know, on like a mini weekend vacation. So you should be expecting a whole lot more streams going on. And then right now it seems like video production is in pretty good shape too, so should be fun. Should be fun, guys. We need to look at the vid to see what happened. Yeah, gotta do some rewatch action. All right, nice. But at this point, I think this area he shouldn't really be able to shut down too easily. Thankfully, Kislev is a pretty nicely armored faction, so all the blues aren't going to be getting too much damage. And there you go. There's a third capture point. At this point, all we have to really do is just make sure we don't take too much damage on our super expensive units. So I think like these Warbear Riders, we'll keep them in reserve for in case we see any spawn. And then my cat could just be super annoying. One great thing that Kislev can do, if you are ahead and have these points, essentially just park your cats as far from battle as humanly possible and just ignore combat forever. If you have 2 cats on there, your opponent's basically never gonna steal that point from you until he brings in a lot of mobility. Saint Boxing, I've been loving the multiplayer content. Thank you. It's been helping you do well with Cathay and Nurgle. That is amazing, man. Hey, look at that. The cat is just fast enough to dodge a few of those magic missiles. But yeah, I would say Nurgle, definitely a very nice faction to play if you want to just casually play on ladder. Nurgle is great for just because of his infantry, if you have the right builds. And Cathay is really nice for sort of having a nice high micro faction too. It's a nice mix. I gotta say, I enjoy that combination. Hey, General, hello. We're just wrapping up with one of the last games of today. Honestly, I'm sort of starving right now. I think our opponent did a pretty good build. If he had the Screamers did really good against the Chariots. If he just had a few more chaos spawn, I think he would have done it. But that's gonna be it for today. We managed to get the win. Some very nice games. Not as much win farming as I would have hoped for today, but still quite nice. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some head-to-head streams with Flying Taco. Should be very good. I think that's basically it. That's everything I have to say. So, yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you then. Peace out. I'm like so hungry right now. I can barely think. So I'm happy that the stream ended when it did. All right.